Howdy folks, it's the sick turtle again today. Going on 3 weeks plus of being sick. I have gone to the doctor and they gave me something just because it's been so long and that something is not working. So we're just going to record anyway. I have so much to show you that I'd rather record sick than hold off and wait. So today is going to be a show and tell episode where I show you the things I've been building off camera and then tell you all about them. And my checklist has about 15 things to show you that I've been doing off camera because I've just been homesick, wrapped up in a blanket, playing Minecraft. Because if I lie in bed and rest, I just think about how awful I feel. And with fibromyalgia and everything, you just got to keep moving anyway, or else you sit and think about it. So I've been distracting myself with SoarvivorCraft. Wow, am I sluggish in my speech? Not only do I sound funny, but my vocal rhythm is very funny too. Honestly, I'm actually stalling because I want it to be sunset so we can sleep. Because we're the only people on the server. And I want to sleep the night off and then show you what I've been doing. Like I said, a dozen things or so. A few minutes until night. Well, we can't look over there yet. Spoilers. A few minutes until night. So let's see if we can breed. Oh, we got to dry off. That's nice. All right. You know those motivational camps you go to and you walk on hot coals? That's kind of what we're doing here. Motivating us. Actually, I just fed the cows before I started recording. So I cannot feed the cows. I cannot feed the pigs. I can shoot the sheep. We already have like 5 stacks of wool. Chickens. Yep, I just bred them too. I just did everything. There's not much in the way of housekeeping to do. Anything over here quickly we can do? No, I keep up. I keep up with things. This is about full. Every time I get some stray seeds, I throw them in here. That's about full. Otherwise, it's going to be time to sleep soon, so let's go down. And let's check our mailbox, which will have nothing in it. I don't think. Nope. Alrighty. Instead of wasting your time, I'm going to wait until the clock says nighttime. Oh, I put a cake. I showed you that cake before, right? Yeah. We'll wait till the clock is dark, and then we'll sleep. Just to the phantoms, and then we will talk about all the stuff I've done so far, and we might even move an animal or two. Although that, the way I move animals, I could probably make an entire episode out of moving animals. But anyway, it's about time to sleep. So I'm going to do that super quickly. And we will continue with what I have to show you. And we popped out of bed inside the spider web again. And no, there's not land above that. It turns to grass because it's so doggone light. So I was thinking about redecorating my room. I don't want it to be all bricks, so it look like a gel cell. It's just so I can run in here and sleep without running all the way up to my main bed over there. So anyway, what is first on my list? Oh yeah, I have some things to show you in my backyard that I didn't notice, even though I've been doing this for over a year now. It's been way over a year actually. I always step on that plant every single time, but I think it's funny, so I leave it there. Even though I've been on the server for well over a year, there's a few more things I have to fix. That needs to become stone-ish. Every time I run out here, I fix something. Anyway, I fixed this up. Unless you look at other videos, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But I put cement under the posts because there would need to be cement footings. And then I just put cement along here just to make it look more like a divider. And again, footings for the fence. And I clean that up as well. So look back at other videos. And you'll see what I'm talking about. But I cleaned all this up. It's a much tighter look now. Looks much better. And then, like I said, I'm replacing rocks here and there. I should really replace those with stone, but maybe I won't. Oh, there's an errant torch there too. That doesn't need to be there. Anyway, I should do something with this up here. No, I shouldn't. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Next on the list, I did my transportation tunnel. That'll get us to phase 3 of the base. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to tell you. So if you come down here, I also lit all this up because we had zombies in here. I still get zombies behind my bed. So someday I have to dig through this wall, dig it all out, figure out the one block that's light level 7, and light it up. Because it's annoying. Sometimes they are close enough I can't sleep. So that means it's within 10 blocks, I think. 12 blocks. Anyway, you already know about this. All right, this part here, we come out. And we go out here, and this is like a holding thing. It's also a transportation tunnel to get animals up here. Boom. Because that's how I was getting, that's my plan for getting animals and things out of the nether. Right. However, that doesn't go to phase 3. This new tunnel does. So what I'll do is I got to put more fences here. I have to be able to block it all off and change. I need to put more gates there and there. Anyway, same idea. Except it gets a little bit smaller. As long as it's 3x3, the pandas will fit through. And we're hungry. Alright. So, same pattern, that type of thing. Boom. Now we're under phase 3 of the base. I don't want to spoil too much, but just know that this stairwell, let's see if I can go like this so you don't see what's up here. This stairwell comes out to phase 3 of the base, right? Okay, I can show you this. There's a big wall that we built together. Well, I showed you. We didn't build it together. There's a big wall, and there's some things happening on the other side of there. Alrighty. So that's one thing I wanted to show you. Again, not going to go through there because I don't want to spoil the other thing I have. So this took quite some time. Again, every block is considered. So there are nothing's by mistake. Nothing's by happenstance. Every single block, every single nook and cranny, even though I didn't build it with you on camera, every single block was considered and changed. Changed again. Sometimes a third time. But just know that's what that is. I just have to put in my gates. I just didn't do it yet. I need, like I said, gates here. So it's like a bunch of vestibules, and I can rearrange the configuration of the tunnel. And then they're like this so things can't jump over or climb over, right? Alrighty, next thing I wanted to show you is this is going to be like 3 things at once here. How can I do this without spoiling things? Let's go this way. Oh, let's go this way. I haven't been here a long time. I want to show you something I've been talking about for many months. It's a very, very simple thing, but it'll be very important. This is how we go up. I haven't used this elevator in a long time. There you go. Anything here waiting for me? Because now that our mob count is extraordinarily high, we do get mobs all over the place, spawning under trees. If things are lit up but missed by 1 block, then there's a problem. All right, I've been talking about this for a really long time. There's always a creeper right there too. Not today. This. If we go down here, I also figured out how to go down and hit shift. That's how you go underwater. I've been spending so much of my time trying to figure out how to go down. Just hit shift. You go straight down, you can swim. Watch, I'll show you one more time. Because no one talks about this. Ever. I've never heard anybody talk about this. If you hit shift and then your forward key, you can swim immediately. You don't have to worry about waiting. There. There's underground secret entrance to get up to the wall. See? Then you pop out here, and this wall, we've already been here. This is old news. Let's render this in. Will Adam Newbie's place show up? Oh, not quite. But anyway, that was a dolphin just jumped up and landed back in there. We have a way to get on this wall now, because that's been an issue of having to go all the way around. The reason why I didn't want too many access points to the wall is because of security reasons. But now we have a way. Something else to show you. Gosh, I don't want to spoil it. Okay, it'll be fine. Let's just do this the hard way. Oh, I actually want to go on that side. Well, whatever. We'll go this way. So, oh yeah, patrols. Holy moly, rock and rolly. Every time I sign on, I deal with like 3 patrols. All right, we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. I was trying to decide over and over how to get to the new phase 3. I was going to put a grand entrance going from my abandoned neighbor's property through the wall, but I don't want to. I want that completely sealed off. There is a transportation tunnel that I already showed you, but that's just for me. The official way, and so far the only way, to get to phase 3 will be to come through here around the cube and go this way on this new path I made. Notice it's clean. There's no grass, no flowers, no coarse dirt. It's pristine like a golf course. Let me do something with this too. Don't know what yet. Pristine like a golf course. And boom, unmarked. This is your tunnel to phase 3. We'll get there in a minute. Over here, though, we have a service ladder, authorized only, to get up here. And there won't be any spoilers. But I added a wall. So you already knew about this huge wall right here, right? Yeah, no spoilers, okay. You already knew about this huge wall. But I decided to make a wall here too. Just to wall it off completely, because this is like the big nature preserve sanctuary. We're going to have a big campground in here. Let's see if I can show you my plans from this side without spoiling my other thing I have. Let's see if I can do this. It's going to be rendered in, but just don't look in the distance. Okay, you can't see from here. Good. So over here, let's see, let's do it like this. Somewhere in this area, I mean, it's going to encompass the whole thing, but we're going to have little trails up here. And this is going to be my campground. Like this whole area here. Huge campground. There'll be a couple big tents, but mostly it'll just be sleeping bags and campfires with paths, kind of. And what isn't a campground, so a campsite and not a path, will be heavily replanted with trees and grass and flowers and things. But this whole area over here is going to be a campsite. A huge campsite. And then over, not in the corner, but just before the corner is going to be my little fox pen. Just a little one, but then campsite. All through here. That way I can keep the terrain pretty much the same. And it'll be gorgeous. And it gives an excuse to not have a completely walled off, or other access points. There's only one access point, like I said, for the public, and it's on purpose. So let's come down here quickly. Am I going to make the water? I did. Oh my gosh, baby drowns were attacking me when I was doing my wall. Obligatory third-person swim view. And it was pretty cool. Look at my new kelp textures. There you go. Fenced off. Boom, can't get through. Alrighty, simple. So many patrols, and they would all fall down here and get stuck. So they're easy killing. I'm not going to do an access point here, even though I thought about it. It's just going to be fenced off like it's always been. Alright, moving along the list here. The tunnel to phase 3. There's benches here because it's a long tunnel. Again, this pretty much goes all the way under phase 3, but that's on purpose because they want the campground sealed off and everything. So you come through here, you can rest if you need to, in a few spots to rest. Otherwise, it's pretty simple but clean, no cracked anything. And then here we have the viewing area for the ravine, which I think I need to clean up because there's some cobble down there from people who were traversing it in the early days of the server. I'm going to clean up that cobble. I'm not going to make it dark, but I'm just going to clean up the cobble and stuff. And then, at some point, we're going to go through these caves and light them up because I got monsters come out and they drop down and land on me and stuff. It's pretty annoying. There's a skeleton down there. So we'll go through these caves together. This will be finishing the cave system under my base now. We'll go that way a little bit. That's already lit up. That goes back to my ravine or my branch mine. We're going to leave the ores in place. I know it's so hard to leave coal and iron that I can see, but we're going to leave it. Only thing we're going to do is clean up the cobble. And then around here, like I said, we're going to light up that tunnel. We're going to light up the rest of the ravine. There's some more tunnels you can't see, but I can hear them. Just to clean them up a little bit. Otherwise, that's like the viewing area. It's going to stay lit up on top. What I like about this is when you're here, ooh, that needs to change. Do I have any stone on me? No, I don't, but those two have to change. So I got some stone to change. Note to self, change this stone and then change that diorite on my base above my campfire. Okay, anyway, you come around this corner when you're walking back, and boom, you see a big die. And then we're also going to have a giant creeper statue. I think it's going to be here. Again, note to self. Because back behind all this is going to be the campground, kind of like a L-shaped campground. And then I think this will be the giant creeper statue. It'll be like a lookout. It'll be an observation tower for the campers. But his feet will be like right here. So when you walk over here, you'll be like, whoa, there's a creeper thing. You look up like if you're downtown looking at gigantic buildings. You see the base of the building, then all of a sudden there's a little bit comes in the open view and you can see the whole thing. That was my first time experiencing vertigo, by the way, as a child. We were at It was Donaldson's back then. And then Macy's Donaldson's, something like Donaldson's. And they would do the Christmas window show special thing in the Donaldson store. And then, but you would take the Skyway because Minneapolis has the biggest Skyway system in the world. So I took a Skyway, and then we have a building called the IDS. It's tied for our top 3 tall buildings. The IDS. You walk through the Skyway, you look up, boom, 52 stories. I looked up, got really dizzy, fainted, fell to the ground. So I was like 7. Because I was looked up and I saw the clouds moving, so it looked like the building was going to tip on to me like this. Boom. And I got dizzy and fainted. It was very scary. No one believed me. My mom and aunt thought I was just screwing around, because I was 7 or 8. I wasn't. So anyway, there's some story time for you. Anyway, so we come around the corner. Boom, there's going to be a huge creeper statue. I know it's pretty to look at the trees and stuff, but I want a creeper statue somewhere. Maybe not up against this block. Maybe back like 10 blocks. Yeah, I'll put the back so we have some trees and then a huge creeper statue. Then you see the die, and then come back through here, take a rest. I was going to have like a cafe here and stuff, but I don't want to. It's just going to be a place to rest. Have a picnic. So anyway, you'll walk through here, and I'm not going to go left yet. There'll be tunnels or paths going through here. This is all going to pretty much stay the same. There might be a path coming around here. I'm looking out for patrols. I'm getting them everywhere. There might be a path coming around here. And then, without spoiling my last thing, boom. You can look down there at the base of the wall. Look down there. See there's more caveage to clean out. And then, eventually up here, like I said, will be a cute, simple... How am I going to get out of here? A cute, simple fox den up here somewhere. Just right in here. Very simple. In fact, maybe it'll be at the ground level. I'll just cut this out. And then put like a green roof, right? Like trees and stuff on top of it, maybe. Maybe that's what I'll do. And then that creeper statue then, if we go back, not like these rows, but maybe right in here. This will be like the creeper statue area. Giant creeper statue. And then this will be covered up. This is my tunnel down below. I was going to have skylights in it, but yeah, maybe I'll preserve the skylights. Build columns around it. But this is going to be covered up. Probably by one of the feet of the creeper statue. And then the rest of this will be campground. With the same lit up, those redstone lamps, So we'll have a private campground. Huge campground. And that'll pretty much be phase 3. I know I say pretty much, but it's still going to be, pretty significant building and planning. And oh, there's some tree parts left over here. It's like the trunk didn't generate, but the branches did. That's funny. So those are the plans for phase 3. I have a few more things to show you, though. We're not done. I want to show you the big thing, my panda habitat. If I go over here, we got this nice path. And look at this. I was going to do a bamboo forest, but instead I decided to do a panda habitat with the bamboo overgrown. That's what this is all about. Right? And then again, this is pristine. I was going to do grass. I'm like, no, well, maybe I'll do grass at some time. I don't know. But anyway, then we have nice water over here with some vines that I purchased from Nursing Geek. I bought like 500 vines. We'll use a couple. This is fun, like a little pool. And that's gated off because that's danger. We'll do something back there eventually, but I don't know what. Foliage is a big part of the plot that's not being used or planned out right now. So here's that transportation tunnel I showed you. So here you go. People walk over here. They can see the panda. Right now I only have one panda because my second panda died during transport through another portal. But one survived. So this will be a seating area. You can watch the pandas. Iron cages, because people who don't know should know that pandas are extremely vicious animals. Pandas are extremely vicious animals. You can look it up. I'm not just making it up. So that's why there's iron around here. And then there's bamboo they can eat. And then it spilled out because they decided to look cool. I have a cap on it. The pandas in game don't climb, but in real life they climb, and boy do they. They'll climb to a top of a very, 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 very tall bamboo stalk that's overhanging a ledge of a mountain 13,000 feet above sea level. I'm not joking. So they can climb. So I have a cap. I'll show you what the cap looks like from inside, because we do have a way to get inside. Like this. If we go like this. Boom. See? waterfalls, and there's a cap. It's too thick there because there's dirt on top, but otherwise this is one thick around, one thick beyond the iron. So there you go. Here's the bamboo habitat. I love how the bamboo stops you, but you can go through it on within one block. That's super awesome. So there you go. Let me check my list. Did I talk about everything? It was going to get dark, which means lots of mobs because this is not lit up at all. Let me see. Did I talk about everything? The backyard, the tunnel, the wall, the connection, the underwater entrance, the hand to tap, explore caves, ravine. Oh yeah, one more thing. One more thing. We are going to sleep though because we're going where there's lots of mobs, but we'll let it get dark so that it can spawn a few mobs. I was going to drag the panda through in this episode, but that's probably an episode all by itself because I need to reconfigure my fences or my gates. I need to dig a huge hole in my wall so that the panda goes in there, and then rebuild my wall quickly. And my wall is set up so that I might have to destroy part of the mountain to make it 3x3, then put the mountain back. So that's going to be a big deal. So that'll be a separate episode. There's something else I want to show you too after we sleep. See, I have a better thing to sleep super fast. And we did not wake up in our spider web this time. Only happens sometimes. So if we go back up here, the two things I wanted to show you, again, one of these we will revisit another episode because it'll take an entire episode. If we go up here, keep your head down. I don't want to show you my other thing I did. Let's go up here and watch out for mobs. Oh, I did a couple things up here actually. Yeah, I'll show you in a second. Foxes. There's this fox that spawned right there and he's stuck. So I don't think you can put leads on pandas. We'll have to use bamboo, but I think I can put a lead on this guy after I tame him. And once we get a fox habitat, well, I'm going to drag him down to my transportation tunnel, and then we'll put him in the habitat. There's another one too. He spawned at the end of my fence, or the end of my thing. And he's been sitting, and he doesn't sleep. These guys don't sleep. And he's too scared to jump off, so I'm going to have to tame him too, or not tame him, have him trust me. And then bring him to the fox habitat. Once I get it done. First is transportation. Holding pen, we get the idea. Okay, so that's something. That'll be a whole nother episode too, because that's going to take me forever. I put this out here for a couple reasons. One, so I can pick off some mobs when they spawn. And then two, because it's just cool to look out over this thing. I still want to know what this is. I think it's my neighbor's drowned farm or something. I don't know what. I think there's a spawn under there, so we makes him go up and come back down. We're going to look at that. Again, I have 100% full permission from this neighbor to do whatever I want. So I might actually get rid of it. I might just get rid of it. I don't know. I might get rid of that too, so we have a nice beach. Anyway, so the last thing I want to show you. I know I said I was never going to touch my neighbor's area, even though I have full permission to do so in writing. I said I was going to never touch it because it's like the ruins or whatever. It's historical. But I've touched it already. I'm doing some things to it just because I can. Let me show you. Very, very simple. First of all, the person who was here did things very, very quickly on the server, which is normal. So there's a bunch of weird stuff. There are a bunch of holes. There were some openings. There was like random like single plots of farmland. I cleaned it all up. Not that my neighbor did anything wrong. It's just he was here for a short time and had to create something in a hurry before he had time to develop it. I just cleaned it up. There are a bunch of like weird holes and stuff because he was probably digging out minerals or something. I don't know what he was doing, to be honest. But I filled it all in, cleaned it all up. I'm just keeping the buildings though. This building will never be touched. This hut thing, I don't know what it is. It'll never be touched. That'll stay. That'll stay. That's pretty much all he has in terms of like ruins. That's going to stay. That's going to stay. This hill over here will probably stay, although it's a great spawn haven for patrols. I might light it up. I might make it into like a touristy thing, but I'm not going to tear it down. So this building is going to stay. That's his. This building is going to stay. Like I said, I cleaned up some stuff. I just cleaned up some stuff. I don't know why there's rail here, but that'll stay. I might get rid of this and just put more sugar cane just so it'll look prettier. And then we'll figure out what that is. But just because he gave me permission, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to clean this up a little bit. And I did. So the big thing, though, the main reason why I wanted to do this is because I wanted a tree farm. Because I was using oak from a build. And I got down to like 5 pieces of oak. So I'm just using this big plot as a tree farm. I'm going to fill up my oak chest completely, and then I'll do another tree type and fill it up completely. You know what I mean? Just fill up my stuff. I know I can plant saplings and then do bone meal, but I've never been like, I don't know, I don't call it cheating, because I mean, I've got enchanted swords and shields. It's not the cheating. I don't think of it as cheating. I just like to grow things naturally. I like to take my time with Minecraft, I guess. I'm actually looking for a patrol. They've been coming out of here like crazy. So I might save this guy too. Can I just, oh, you know what? He's supposed to be in that water, I think. I bet he climbed, because turtles can climb 2 blocks. I bet he climbed up there. Just stay in, he does not want to go in that water. Get in there, stay in there. I doubt he'll stay in there, but anyway. I just like, I like to grow things naturally. I like my animals to grow up naturally. I don't like to have automation of farms. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, obviously. I mean, I use experience farms all the time to mend my things, Although I did it for a long time. For a long time, I refused to use an experience farm, and I would just mine a whole bunch of coal to mend my items, but there's nothing wrong with it. But when it comes to trees and animals, I like to do it naturally. So I like having tree farms like this. And then stay in there. He's happy now. See? I like to have tree farms. I like to have animal farms. It's just something I like to do. So good use of space here, I think. I was thinking this here would be really good for a plant of some type. So if I'm like, I have this project with something, I need a bunch of carrots. I don't know why I would. Or I really want to fill up my wheat. I can do a crop here. In fact, I might do this since I've been recording. Yeah, I'll make this to a big crop farm of the crop of the week. And this will be the tree of the week. You know what I mean? And then this might be another plot of land here. I don't know. So think of this, it was my neighbors, but think of it as like farmers who lease out or rent out their land. The farmer in my wife's family, genuine farmers, too old, so they don't farm themselves, but they have a huge farm in northern Minnesota, so they have plots of land that they lease out and rent out. I'm going to do something with this pool too. I'm going to fill this with water. I'm going to put gravel under there. So that's what I'll do. This will be my leased land. So there, see, I'm brainstorming with you on camera. So that's what I'm going to do. This is going to be a plot for the vegetable of the week. This will be the tree of the month. And I'm going to make this a little more attractive down here. And maybe clean up some of this. Well, that's it. So this is pretty long for a SoarvivorCraft episode. But that's everything, yeah. Because I talked about the rest of the only 3 more things in Phase 3. The fox habitat, the campground, and the giant creeper statue. That's it. I know it sounds simple and quick, but it's not. I've put 25 hours into that, or maybe even 30 hours into that Phase 3 so far. It just hasn't been on camera. And there'll be another 20 or 30. So a few things to do over there. We talked about our plans for this. The panda transportation, the fox transportation will be its own episode. But before we finish, I want to see what this thing is. What the heck? What is this stuff? While we're here and looking for drowns, because this is a huge drown haven over here. I've never been over here and not been attacked by drowns. There we go. Let's just get rid of that sand trap. Come on, you can do it. Oh, there we go. Okay. And gravel too. Why not? Errant piece of gravel. All right. I want to see what this is over here. What is all this stuff over here? I don't know if I want to go in here. Oh, this is so he could breathe probably, huh? Yeah, so he could breathe. What is in here? Am I going to get attacked by something probably? Or drowned or something? What is this thing? There's nothing here. This is just a thing that... with fish? What is this thing that... Let me get to dry land so we can do sign off. How have we not seen any drowns? Every time I'm over this part of the water, I get just inundated with them. Anyway, let's sign off from the tree farm. And that'll be it for us today. Again, I'm going to do a bunch off camera. Oh, no, he really wants... There's probably something in here. This is probably like a turtle farm in here, and he really wants to go in there. Can you even get in here? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, turtle farm. That's why he wants to get in there. That makes sense. Anyway, I have a bunch to do off camera. Just because I'm still sick, I'm not going to record a bunch of stuff while I'm sick. So let me get into third person. Here we go. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, even though I'm sick. Sorry it was a show and tell and not building together. But that's just how it is for the next, well, maybe the next video. I don't know. I really want to transport those animals with you, though. Anyway, I got some odds and ends to do and a creeper statue to practice in creative. And hopefully my next video will not be show and tell. Hopefully my next video will be actually doing stuff together. But you'll find out when I find out, and I'll catch you next time.